What an utter load of rubbish!
I mean, do you think these artists ever bothered to get the degree?
Well, if they did, it was a complete waste of their time and money. And concupiscence!
You think?
No, that's the title of the piece. I mean, it's about as erotic as a landfill. Oh, now, that is better.
Oh, wow, isn't that fabulous?
It's magnificent. So much captured on a single canvas, and yet the composition, it's perfect.
This painting is so much better than all the others. A real work of art.
It's a masterpiece, painted with such skill. And yet, it's contemporary. It says it was painted in 1980. You know, I didn't think people were painting in this style these days.
Such attention to detail.
The nudity doesn't bother you?
Oh no, it's very tastefully done. See there, how her arms strategically placed as she holds her staff.
Yes. Doesn't leave much to the imagination though, does it? I mean, her admirer is stripped to the bone.
Oh, he's a fine specimen of a man, beautifully depicted. You can appreciate every muscle.
Does this masterpiece still impress you every time you see it?
Me, yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't really notice them anymore. It were only when I overheard you two admiring it.
Oh, but it is terrific, isn't it?
Did you think so? It's a bit too big to go in my living room, and yeah, it would be a bit of a distraction, wouldn't it?
It could distract me all day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living with her.
I don't think you'll have that opportunity unless you win the lottery. A painting like that must be worth millions.
Yeah, but worth every penny.
Could you imagine waking up to that every day?
Oh, yes. Be marvellous, wouldn't it?
So masculine, every sinew glistening, pure hunk of manhood.
So feminine. So voluptuous. Just bloody gorgeous.
Yeah, so let's go and look at the landscapes.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, love. Just let me get out your road. Sorry about that.
Oh, wow. Now that's impressive.
It looks like an old master, but it's contemporary, you know.
I didn't realise we were painting in the styles these days.
The nudity don't bother you then?
Oh no, it's very tastefully done. As you see how her arms strategically placed as she holds her staff, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, but it don't leave much to the imagination, does it? I mean, her admirer is stripped to the bone.
Well, I can see that. I better let you get on with your work. Christ.
You see, dear, it really is here, just as published in the guide.
Oh, yes, my love.
And here we are, 40 years later. I can't believe we can see it again.
You know, in some ways it seems to me just like yesterday.
Oh, I know what you mean. But a lot of water has passed under the bridge since then, hasn't it?
It certainly has. And I never thought back then that this painting would be such an important part of my life.
You know, I was so shy and embarrassed.
Were you? You hid it well.
Well, I'd never seen a naked man before.
Well, to be honest, I'd not seen a naked woman either. Well, not up close anyway.
We were both so innocent.
Fancy meeting for the first time like that.
Well, you see, I was just desperate to put myself through university.
Oh, me too. And it seemed like an easy way to earn 20 quid.
Oh, it did. Until we came to do it.
Oh, yes. It was so cold in that drafty room.
I know, it was freezing. I was shivering with trepidation and cold.
Oh, my love. I never realised you were so nervous.
Well, I just put on a brave face.
You certainly did. And that's what's captured there.
Aye, there's no mistaking the likeness, is there?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, them's definitely your faces up there. Oh, it certainly is. We posed for hours.
Yes, it was how we first met, posing for that painting, and not wearing a stitch.
He couldn't take his eyes off me.
Oh, do you blame me? You were the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen.
Well, you weren't so bad yourself. I thought you were a fine specimen of a man. But here you are, after all these years, still together, eh? Yeah, I suppose you could say it was love at first sight.
It certainly was.
Yeah, well, I must say that pleases me enormously.
Really? Why?
Well, it's just such a romantic story, isn't it? Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah, who'd have thought all them years ago when I placed that advert for 2 life models that it would have led to a lifelong relationship? Eh?
You placed the ad?
Yeah. I were that struggling artist from the 80s.
But,
Oh,
aye, we've all aged a bit though, haven't we?
We certainly have. I'm sorry I didn't recognise you. But to tell you the truth, I really only had eyes for her.
Oh, you...
So, what happened?
Oh, you know, lofty ambitions. But once a struggling artist, always a struggling artist.
Wow, that's such a shame. We thought you'd become really famous one day.
No, my paintings, they weren't considered to be in style. And I couldn't sell enough to make ends meet. I had to give up my studio. I had nowhere to store my paintings, especially that bloody great thing. It's always been my favourite, though.
So the gallery bought it?
Oh, no, I agreed to lend it to them, just as long as they would put it on display, like. And I took the job as the cleaner so that I could be close to my work.
Well, at least we appreciate your work. It has led to a lifetime of happiness for us. Come on, let's treat you to a coffee.
Oh, I wouldn't say no to a cuppa. That's very decent of you.
You sure this is the right one, John?
Yes, Chris. It says Love's Young Dream. I believe it's been bought by that famous American philanderer.
Philanthropist.
No, I think his name's Bill,
Yes, John. He's a philanthropist.
if you say so. Anyway, he's paid 25 million for it. Do you believe that? Now, don't you be dropping it.
Oh no, we'll take great care with this. It must be a masterpiece.
Okay.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I just would like to know when I can pay this in.